If you run a moving business, you already know that 75% of customers are never scrolling past the first page of Google. So if you're not there, your customers are scrolling right past you and calling your competitors. In this video, I want to make a more in-depth guide on all the things that you can do for your local moving business to get onto page one and get more calls. So whether you're a single truck operation or you run a well-established, large moving business with several teams, I'm going to expand a lot on the last two videos I've already made about SEO, the first one being GMB optimization, the second being basic checklist, and go over a really in-depth update. So again, check out my last videos, SEO strategies for local moving companies and the GMB guide. And in this one, I'm going to do a lot more in-depth of an update. So this is going to be a slightly longer video, so check out the timestamps if you want to hop around. But again, this is going to be a very in-depth guide on SEO for moving companies. So anyways, let's get into the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you have any questions along the way, leave them down below in the comments and I'll get back to you. So anyways, first thing, let's just get it out of the way. SEO, what is it? Search engine optimization, or SEO for short, is the process of organically ranking your site on Google's page one, and specifically all the actions you need to do to get there. Doing SEO is very essential for generating consistent leads for moving companies. It gets you off the hamster wheel of Google ad spend and will give you the predictability and consistency you need to get more trucks and get more guys and grow your business. If you have bad SEO, you're probably going to struggle to attract business, which will lead to frustration and also contribute to the misconception that SEO is ineffective, which is completely not true. You can check out my recent video, SEO factor myth or whatever I called it, and learn more about that. But if you don't have good SEO, that's where you're going to be. So in short, we're just going to go through all the effective SEO strategies and just kind of tailored for moving companies. So anyways, let's start off with the phases of an effective SEO campaign. The first is the discovery phase, where you need to understand your market and your website. In this, the first thing you need to do is keyword research. Now, I talked a little bit about this in my last video, but we're going to go a little bit more in depth. And the goal here is to identify high value keywords. And you can use tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, Ubersuggest, or just Google Keyword Planner, which is my personal favorite. In this, you can find the search volumes of words and determine which combinations and key phrases of words are the most relevant to your business. You can also evaluate your competition, see which words they're ranking for, and that you can use that as a starting point to select relevant keywords. So anyways, that's the first step. What I would recommend everyone do is take those keywords that you find and put them into a Google Sheets. And what I'm going to do right now actually is open up the sheets that I used in my last video, and we create a bit of a mapping sheet. But anyways, if you're following along, that's the first thing you can do. Also, an important thing to do is also run a site audit. So you can use a tool like Screaming Frog or SEMrush and identify technical issues on your site like broken links, unindexed pages, things like that. And that's kind of the foundation to make sure your website's all good. So again, that's the discovery phase, keyword research, and the competitor analysis, and the site audit. The next big phase is the establishing phase and building a strong foundation. With this is broken into a few parts, the first being website optimization. You're going to want to structure your site with distinct pages for each service area. For example, let's say you're a moving company, you work in Southern California, you're going to have a page, you're going to have a location-based base page for each of the target areas: Santa Monica, Malibu, downtown LA, if you do Orange County, Newport, Laguna, whatever that may be. And you're also going to want to have pages for each of the service categories you provide. So maybe that's packing, maybe that's long distance moving, maybe that's storage. And you want to have pages that talk about each type of service and each service area. So if you go to your target keywords, you're going to want to segment all of your words and group them into the same location or the same service type and put them all together. So here, if we look over this sample mapping sheet for movers, you see here target keywords. They're segmented, various services, packing, storage, long distance, and then you see the page that you want to map each of those to. So anyways, that's website optimization. Big thing to pay attention to here is you want to avoid keyword cannibalization and target unique keywords on each page. You don't want Google seeing multiple pages talking about the same keywords and potentially not ranking one page as well because they think the other page is talking about it. Keep it really clear and map certain keywords to certain pages and don't have any overlap. Another thing to do is that site audit we just did in the previous step. This is technical SEO. You're going to want to actually deal with it. So you did the site audit, that's good, but now you actually have to do all the stuff that comes with it. So some common issues you're going to deal with: resolve all the crawling and indexing issues. You can fix broken pages and redirect outdated pages appropriately. This is a common thing I see with a lot of my SEO clients. When we start, is they have all these old pages, old service pages, old blog posts, whatever. And there's all these broken pages. So you need to find all those and fix them. And if you have some old pages that are gone, just redirect them to the new relevant page, and Google will see that, they'll like it, and also pass the rankings along. Another thing you can do is improve website speed and the usability. If you need to use a developer, that's great. Obviously, any SEO consultant will do this for you, but your Ahref or SEMrush report is going to show all the things slowing the page down, large images, contextual pain points, all this stuff. You want to fix that. So anyways, that's technical SEO, and that's kind of the foundation of the site, making sure it's set up the way we know Google likes it. Another big thing to do in this phase is GMB optimization. Now, I have a whole video on this. I always talk about this. I have a video called GMB optimization for movers. So that's a more in-depth guide. I won't go into this too much here, but you want to claim, create, and optimize your Google My Business profile. And you want to optimize it with accurate descriptions, service areas, service descriptions, geotagged images, all of that stuff. And then on an ongoing basis, you need to get reviews, collect reviews, manage reviews. This is going to help your authority. This is going to help your rankings, and it's going to help your conversion rates, because when people are searching and they see you and they see that you have more reviews and more stars, they're going to be more likely to call you. So again, these are all the things you need to pay attention to in this foundational phase. Now, moving on, once you've done that, you're going to move on to the production phase and the content creation. And this is segmented into a few different areas. The first is blog posts. Now, in this, you want to create content that serves one of a few purposes. The first is going to be attracting top of funnel traffic. This is especially prevalent for moving companies, and you can just write local type guides. So again, say you're based in Southern California, you might write a blog post, best schools in Santa Monica. Write a blog post, and this is just going to kind of find people in the area, maybe moving to the area. It's just very top of funnel. These aren't people necessarily ready to hire movers. In fact, many of them won't, but that is one type of content. Also, you want to create content that will earn backlinks to boost website authority. So you can, if you write content like this or other things, you're writing content that other people are going to find interesting and very likely refer back to. So let's say you write that best schools in Santa Monica post, then people might write future posts and they might reference your content, which is going to get you a backlink. Also, you want your content to enhance topical relevance with useful location-specific content. This means Google's going to see the site and they're going to see your content and they're going to know the area you serve and the services you provide. So when you're writing especially top of funnel content, you want to make sure you're ticking all three boxes. In addition to this, and it's not on this list, you can also write content that just creates more keyword optimized content on the page. So you might write a blog post, 10 ways to make your moving day less stressful. Just tips and tricks that are going to attract more of that middle of funnel content. And then obviously all that bottom of funnel content is going to be targeted by your service pages. So you don't need to worry about that as much in blogging. So anyways, that's a bit of framing for blog posts. I have a separate YouTube video on how to craft the perfect blog post. So check that out if you want more help there. But again, this should be enough to get you started. On the content creation side, another way or another place you're going to create content is on GMB, Google Business Profile posts. You want to do regular updates, with geotagged images and content targeting relevant keywords, the keywords you've already determined are relevant, which is going to improve your profile activity and ultimately search visibility, which will improve your rankings. So while you're writing blogs on the website, you also want to make sure you're posting on the GMB page. A part of this phase, a few techniques and tools you'll want to use. So we already talked about Google Keyword Planner. I have whole videos on that, but using Google Keyword Planner to identify the best keywords is super important and will help you write relevant content. So definitely do that. We talked about it above, site audit tools. If you're going back a couple of sections, SEMrush, Screaming Frog are going to help you identify technical issues. Now, a couple techniques for on-page SEO. What you'll want to do when you're optimizing the code and content on your page for your chosen keywords, you want to make sure you align all of the page content and metadata with your targeted keywords. So we're back on the mapping sheet. You have a page, you've got your long distance page. So you've got all your long distance words. You have your meta title, meta description, that's your metadata, and you want it to talk about your keywords. So make sure that you do when you're writing the keywords. I recommend just doing it straight here in the Google Sheet, but that makes it really easy to make sure you're targeting it all. You also will want to make sure that your content on your page, whether it's a service page, a blog post, whatever, is helpful and valuable to the user. Lastly, you want there to be a lot of depth. You are the expert in moving. You run a moving business, you've moved more than anyone. Offer comprehensive information, and it's going to demonstrate your expertise. And then a couple techniques on GMB optimization. We talked about it briefly, but regular posts and updates, super important. And also you can collect citations. So these are gonna be local business directories, Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Yellow Pages, all that stuff. And by collecting these citations with your name, address, phone number, they're gonna help reinforce your location and help you do better in local business rankings. Now, some common mistakes and important practices to consider in this that I see loads of people make. I want to highlight a few things. So a couple things to make sure you do. I already talked about it, but we're going to really hit this home. Create individual pages for each target keyword or group. So again, you have your keyword mapping sheet. Where are we here? You have your keyword mapping sheet. You're creating different pages for each target keyword. So you're not ranking your packing page for long distance moves, and you're not ranking, your storage page for packing words. You're ranking packing words to the packing page, storage words to the storage page, and so on and so forth. This is so important. Another thing, you use unique location-specific content for each service area or specialty. So again, we'll stick with the Orange County example. If you work in Orange County, make sure your Santa Monica page talks about Santa Monica and it doesn't mention the word Malibu or Orange County. Keep it really unique, really location specific. A couple don'ts. Don't duplicate content across multiple pages. It's super tempting, but if you're starting your Malibu page after you've done your Santa Monica page, don't just copy it and just change all the Santa Monica words to Malibu words. Create unique content, or at least, rework it significantly. Another thing, make sure you don't do, this is keyword cannibalization, we went over it briefly, don't target the same keyword on multiple pages. This is going to cause competition within your site, and Google's going to penalize you for it. So anyways, again, some important practices and common mistakes I see people make a lot. Moving on, once you've done all this, you've figured out your keywords, your site's laid out efficiently and properly, and you have content on your site. The next thing to do is build authority and drive results. Your site's set up right. Google knows what you're talking about. Now we need to make sure they pick your site over your competitors. And this comes down to building links and building authority. So a couple ways you can start doing that is blogging for authority. We went over this briefly, but if you provide valuable resources within your blog post, those are going to attract backlinks without you doing any work. Backlinking is very hard. That's a very big part of my job. And if you just create valuable content and resources on your site, you're going to get backlinks without spending any money, without spending any time. So again, just try a little harder in your blogs, you'll get backlinks. Next thing, make sure your blog posts are very relevant for the target service pages and internally linked up. So if you mention something on a blog, talk about it and link it on the service page and vice versa. That's going to help build more authority. Those are called internal links, and those help a lot. And again, Google My Business consistency, post updates regularly, even if it's over once a week or once a month. You want to maintain active engagement. So anyways, getting into actual backlinks. Backlinks, off-page SEO, link building. This is a really common place where DIY SEOers kind of get hung up. So I want to talk about this a little bit. First off, what are backlinks? Backlinks are links from other websites that point at your website. They sort of act as popularity votes in Google's algorithm. What's their impact on rankings? Well, sites with more high quality backlinks will enhance authority and improve search engine rankings. A couple kind of considerations within backlinks. They are definitely a quality over quantity situation. In the current modern SEO standards, backlink quality is definitely prioritized over sheer volume. I think this has been the case for at least the last 10 years. I think maybe in the 90s this wasn't, but now you want quality backlinks. A few links from high authority, well-established sites are way more valuable than numerous low-quality links. Now, what makes a good backlink? Here are kind of the characteristics of these valuable backlinks. 1, they're from trusted and reputable websites. Better Business Bureau would be an example of one. 2, they're relevant to the target industry or niche. And 3, they contribute significantly to the website authority. So the website authority of the referring site is better than yours. If you're going 3 for 3, you've got a good link. If you're not, not as much. Now, competitive analysis for backlinks is a great way to figure out how many links you need, how many links your competitors have, and get a bit of a sense of where you need to be. For example, say you work in Santa Monica only for your moving business or any business, it might require less backlinks than if you're working downtown LA, busier area, more populated. Or even more extreme example, if you work and live in a random Midwest town, you're gonna need way less links than someone does in New York. Here, what you want to do is identify high performing competitor content. So find your top competitors in your area, figure out what content's doing well, and plan backlink acquisitions tailored to the target areas and pages. So again, you're looking at what they're doing and get backlinks to that are relevant to your target areas and pages. Now, how can you actually get backlinks? Again, this is the hard part. A lot of people struggle with this. I'm going to go through 4 ways you can get this. First, skyscraper technique. What you do here is you create superior, updated content compared to popular but outdated competitor content. Then you approach the websites that link to your competitors and request a link to your updated valuable content instead. So during the competitor analysis, you found backlinks your competitors are getting, and you see, this backlink is referencing this random blog post, but it sucks. It's from 5 years ago, and the information sucks. You create a better one, and then you ask them, hey, can you link my page? You reach out to them, send them an email. That's the link. Another thing you can do is get guest posts, where you write articles for industry blogs that allow guest contributors. In here, you're going to write content, and it's going to be natural, and they're going to contain backlinks, contextual backlinks back to your site. That's the second method. Third method, data-driven content. You create unique content with comprehensive data, facts, and visuals, and then you share with relevant websites for potential linking opportunities. This is sort of the next level of writing those good blog posts that people just naturally refer to. If you're just creating industry-specific content based on your own personal information, people are going to want to link to that. The last one is HARO, H-A-R-O, help a reporter out. And what you can do here is respond to journalists' queries requiring expert insights, and then you'll gain backlinks by being cited as an expert in their publications. So again, those are 4 ways that any of you guys can start getting backlinks. Now again, what makes a backlink good? We already went over this briefly, but in short, traffic and authority. The source website should have a healthy traffic and established credibility. Next is the relevance. You want to make sure your backlinks are from websites closely related to your industries or niche. If you run a moving business, you don't want to be getting backlinks from some food company or whatever. That's not relevant. Also, you want to be from genuine websites. You want to avoid links from low quality, ad heavy, or artificial sites. Now, a part of backlinks are the anchor text, which is the clickable text of the hyperlink. Now within this, there's a few types. The first is branded types of anchor text, and these will include your brand name. For example, ABC Moving Company or Acme Moving Company. The next type of anchor text are exact match anchor text, which directly match your target keywords. Let's say Santa Monica Movers. The last one is partial match, which includes variations or related terms in it. Now, you want to make sure you have good anchor text, maybe a blend of those 3, but you don't want to over optimize the exact match anchor text to prevent Google penalties, as it'll look a little bit suspicious. Now, how can you maximize the impact of backlinks? Hopping around a little bit here. One, you want to make sure you get do follow links. Do follow links transfer authority from the source to your website. So confirm the links are not marked as no follow. Those will limit value transfer. You can do this on SEMrush or something like that. Next, you want to continuously monitor and adjust backlinks. Evaluate the performance of all of your acquired backlinks and repeat the strategies to maintain a steady growth of high quality links. Anyways, that's sort of it for the video. Again, we have a few phases: discover, establish, produce, and strengthen. And all of these phases work together to create a solid foundation for SEO success. So anyways, if you have a moving business, hopefully this guide was very insightful and expanded a lot in the last two videos and provided much more in-depth information on how you can get your moving business to page 1. If you have more questions, again, leave them down below in the comments and I'll get back to you, or you can reach out to me directly using the link below. Hope you found this interesting, and we'll see all of you guys in the next video.